It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Who said that? The genius Albert Einstein. My friends, each and every day stick with the problems. Learn to chart the markets by practice trading, following the charts each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes. That's all we ask. You can find the time. If I can find the time to not only do all of my trading, but come to you and present this program for free each and every day for what, going on 11 years now? Yes, you can find 10 to 15 minutes. Big down day for the markets. Everything pulling back strong, except for bonds, but they're still going in the right direction, so that's great. Let's jump first into the S&P 500. It is down 1.23%. We now have a red spinning top for the week. After things last week, green spinning top. Week before that, a green up candle. Broke through the trend line this week, and we are decidedly down as we move into Friday. We could hit average volume. I don't think that's all that likely unless just the markets continue to crash. You can see how hard they pulled down today. The S&P lost $9.20-something cents. Below the weekly trend line, has not risen above it on the half-day chart all week. Two-day charts moved below it. And again, we had a couple of days of up moves, but again, things pulling back strong today. We'll see how we finish the week. There may be some call to go short by the end of this week. Let's see if there's a bounce back tomorrow if things keep going down. NASDAQ down over $13 today, 1.90%. Have not hit the low of last week yet, but things moving. We can see where the volume is, may hit average. You can see how low the volume's been on the two-day chart going all the way back. Last time we had average volume was the 26th of June. Now volume's been tracking down here lately. We're below the trend line on the weekly, on the two-day, and on the half-day. You can see where the half-day moved up toward the trend line. Again, started backing off a little, and then, of course, today just plunged back down. So again, we've been talking. I've been saying, you put a gun to my head, I'd be short on the NASDAQ 100. Well, that would have been a good call. That's the way it has been going. Bonds, I said they were the least down today, 0.32%. We've been short on those a while, and it just keeps on. If you're in TBF, Tango Bravo Foxtrot, that is the ProShares single short of the S&P, the 20-year U.S. government bonds. The ETF that tracks it in the standard direction is TLT. But as the standard bond fund, bond, ETF has been going down, we have, of course, been talking to you, and I put that training up for you yesterday, TBF. What do we see there? That is the ProShares single short. It's been tracking up quite nicely. Inexpensive to jump into. You could actually fractionally trade this. $100 get you about 4 shares. So it's been going well. If you've been doing that, good on you. Let's move on to gold. Gold pulling back 2% for the day. It had been boosting up the last couple of days, but shut right back. All things being equal, what the market always tends to move in the direction of the largest chart. So everything is pushing back toward the mean, sitting right there on the weekly trend line. The two-day, you can see where at the end with all that prior up movement had pushed through. And as we look at where things are now, we can see that it has moved back just right there on the line. First day of this latest two-day candle. Doji for the week on the weekly chart. So again, is gold going to penetrate the level of support we have placed here? Sort of the floor. It hasn't yet. We shall see. Keep hoping gold's going to find this base and move off of it. Not happening yet. Now we look at what's up with Bitcoin. We've been showing you throughout the week as we expand the weekly chart how things have been moving up over the last 3 weeks, slowly but surely. Pulling back today strong, 1.74%. That's not a gigantic pullback in HODL, there can be crazy ranges as we have seen, but it did pull back 1.74%. Still above the weekly trend line, not much of a trend line, little bitty candles, but maybe Bitcoin's trying to find a base. We shall see. Tomorrow we shall be making decisions, of course, continuing in our short position with 20-year U.S. government bonds. I'm thinking that's pretty much a no-brainer. Looking to see where gold's falling out to, and HODL, and of course making decisions on continuing short on the NASDAQ 100, whether to go short yet on the S&P. Folks, we love to have you with us. Patreon members, I've already put out to you the weekly vertical crossovers, also the 5-day plus analysis, trade execution summary, grid forecast. Check all that out. If you want to see what that is, my friends, and you're not a Patreon member, now let's go to the Patreon page. You can see what we put out from a couple of days ago and how helpful that is on an ongoing basis with our predictions and our back test accuracy, which we also publish. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.